Hello and welcome again to Empower Me First Ministries. Empower Me First Ministry is a weekly video which deals with some of the critical subjects that affect us. It is my aim to bring enlightenment that will empower you. Please visit my YouTube channel for more word of empowerment. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And if you find the video empowering, please leave a comment. I would like to hear from you. The title of this series, Breaking Down the Barriers of Racism. Last week, I started on the definition of racism. This week, I'm sharing on how to deal with racism. Even if we have spent our whole life believing we love everyone equally, we may have discovered that some of our beliefs about people are actually rooted in racism. It can feel uncomfortable at first, but learning to recognize this assumption is an important step towards overcoming them. It might not happen overnight, but if we stay committed to rejecting these stereotypes, we can become powerful ally against racism. First, we must challenge racism by recognizing it. Recognizing that racism isn't binary or having two parts. It's not that you either or ain't racist. Racism is a lot more nuanced than that. You can even be friends with people of different races while still being affected by unconscious biases. Chances are good that over time you have been exposed to subtle messages that people of color are somehow less than people who are white. Even if you reject those messages consciously, they still have an impact on how you see race, and you can't overcome racism until you recognize these patterns. While you may only think of white people as being affected by biases, there are many people of other background who can be racist also. For example, a black person might have unconscious biases against people from Latin, Chinese, or Asian communities. Secondly, we need to understand the connection between race and privilege. It can be hard to realize that having a certain skin color can provide you with some advantages in life, especially if you have been through a lot of struggles. However, racial privileges doesn't necessarily mean you have had it easy. Instead, it means the color of your skin isn't likely to be the factor in why your life might be tough. Learning to recognize this privilege can make you more empathetic to people of color, and with time, you can even leverage your privilege to speaking out against racism. For example, if you are white, you may have been thought to question why, or you may never have thought to question why TV characters, toys, and even bandages reflect your skin color. However, people with darker skin haven't been equally represented in those and many other areas. Once you are aware of this, you may choose to support brands that offer more inclusive options. White privilege also means that a white person may receive a lesser sentence for the same crime as a person of color. Being aware of this might lead to vote for political candidates who support fair sentencing. Although white privilege is most prevalent, privileges doesn't necessarily apply only to white people. In some cultures, people of color who have lighter skin tone may be considered better than people with darker skin tone. We must begin questioning our unconscious biases as we notice them. As you learn more about racism, you will likely start to recognize true or feelings that are based on racial biases. It will feel uncomfortable to challenge yourself at first, but just try to keep an open mind. Even simple identifying when you have these thoughts will help you overcome them. For example, if you are commuting to work and catch yourself feeling nervous when you see someone in a head covering, you might stop and tell yourself, this person isn't any more dangerous to me than anyone else on the train. That's it for today. Next week, we continue on this avoiding stereotyping people you meet. Have a great week. Please remember to subscribe to my channel and leave a comment. Thank you.